Welcome back to Houston Live. KPRC2 and our community partners at Energy Transfer, Houston Christian University, and Exclusive Furniture are shining a spotlight on Big Love Cancer Care, an organization dedicated to supporting families affected by pediatric cancer.
They provide everything from emotional support to care baskets, and they really help these families celebrate the holidays while they're trying to navigate different pediatric cancer journeys. So joining us with more on how they're spreading love on Valentine's Day, Big Love Cancer Director of Development. This is Alec Lloyd, and Director of Events. We have Jill Warren here in Studio B. Welcome.
Thanks for having us.
Okay, so let's start from the beginning. Let's start from the mission of Big Love to kind of bring people up to speed. It started in 2007. Let's talk about that, Alec.
Yeah, so we started back in 2007. Our executive director lost her daughter to pediatric cancer and just had the mission and the desire. We want to help families who are going through this. And so we started back in 2007 with one program at one hospital. And today we're at 10 hospitals and offering over 12 programs.
And, oh, go ahead. We're seeing photos.
Yeah, we're seeing a picture. This is Brooke because BIG is actually an acronym for Brooke's Incredible Gift, right?
Yep.
Yes.
She was always wanting her mom or everybody to help everybody else on the floor over herself. She cared so much more about the other kids who were going through cancer treatment. And so that's where that comes from.
You mentioned 12 service-based programs at 10 Texas hospitals. What's staggering, Jill, more than 100,000 patients and their families are served every single year by Big Love. That's incredible reach.
Yes, it is. And we do it 365 days a year and 52 weeks a year. Yeah, we don't take a break because cancer doesn't take a break. So we don't take a break. We serve them and their needs and like you said, their emotional, their financial, their physical needs every day.
Wow.
Yep.
So when you're talking about their needs, sometimes they're emotional, sometimes it's more a physical thing. Maybe there is something they need, to stock for their family. But right now you're really focusing on love because it's Big Love, it's Valentine's Day, it's around the corner. What are you guys doing here with the Valentine's?
Well, every holiday we give the kids a holiday basket, is what we call a bag. And what we do is we try to just bring a smile to their face. Holidays in the hospital, days run into days, weeks run into weeks. And so a nice surprise of holiday goodies. It could be food, little trinkets, things, and these wonderful cards that y'all have made for them are so special because those come from somebody's heart, and that means the world to them. And, for a parent to see their child smile and maybe forget about cancer for, a few minutes is a huge deal. So that's what a big relief. And, to a mama or daddy's heart to see their child smile is huge.
These are some of the cards, by the way, that our KPRC2 team for the last couple of days. This has been set up in the lobby where people have been drawing cards. Alec, I know that this kind of reach and this kind of effort takes a lot. It takes money, it takes time, volunteerism, all kinds of resources. For people out there who are wondering, how can they get involved? And by the way, cancer has touched every single one of our lives, right? And you never know when your family might be even more deeply affected by a diagnosis like this. How can people help your efforts?
Yeah, if you come to our website, biglovecancercare.org, that is sort of our hub for everything. So you can sign up to be a volunteer there if you're in the Houston area or the San Antonio or Austin area. We always need volunteers all over the place. And then also you can give through that page and you can just sort of see all the events that we have coming up and different ways to be involved. And so our website is sort of the main place, and also social media platforms as well. Big Love Cancer Care, just everywhere.
Yeah. Jill, are there any stories that stick out to you? Because we're seeing some of these pictures of, the families, the different patients. I mean, these kids, they're too young and pure and sweet to be worrying about the big issues of cancer. So is there anything that sticks out in your mind that you think would, convince people to help, because this is an important cause?
Yeah, well, we've had, we have them, from birth to teenagers. Sometimes the older kids get a little forgotten, so I'd love to tell a little story, just a quick story about a girl. She was diagnosed with cancer in high school, and she was bound and determined to get through school and not take time off and graduate on time with her friends. And so she did that and went into remission, and then it reared its ugly head again, and she came back. But she graduated with her friends, and so never give up. Never give up. Wow. Families and the patients never give up. So, yeah.
It's a great message. And I think, Jill, what you were saying about allowing these families to just forget about the diagnosis, even for just a moment, is such a gift. I first became aware of Big Love Cancer Care when our coworker, Brian Perry, and his wife, Angie, their son, Ethan, was diagnosed with cancer. I know your organization has touched so many lives. Again, 100,000 patients and their families every single year. That's so staggering. Alec, what has the response been from these families whose lives, I mean, really kind of have to be put on pause? Work, school, all the daily things that they enjoyed before the diagnosis.
Yeah, like you said, everything gets put on pause. Like you go to the hospital because you have like flu-like symptoms, and all of a sudden you're getting told that you have cancer, and so everything gets put on pause. And so for us to be able to go into those rooms and help those kids and those families, you just see, I mean, every time I get to go on the hospital floor, the smile of the kids' faces whenever we're dropping off snacks or toys, it's you can see the pure joy, and just so happy to sort of forget about what's going on in the moment and to just feel like a normal kid for a little bit.
Yeah, that's really special. And it was really special to, thank you for allowing us to be a part of it. We got to color in some Valentine's Day, and it was just a nice, like, therapeutic little operation for us. Here's Lauren Kelly coloring her Valentine yesterday.
I love it.
And it was so nice to step away from the desk and just do something for someone else and to think about someone else and maybe what they're going through.
And I understand that some of our KPRC2 team, along with community partners, will be doing this card distribution throughout the area.
Yes, which is wonderful.
Very exciting.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
I love that.
Well, and we loved participating. Alec Lloyd, Jill Warren, Big Love Cancer Care, thanks so much for stopping
Thank
by.
you so much for having us.
And thanks for your work right here in Houston, but also all over the state.
Thank you.
Yeah, we know
Thank you.
it goes a long way. By the way, in the meantime, for more info about how you can get involved with Big Love Cancer Care, you can visit our website, clicktohouston.com/community.